What's up, YouTubers? This is Chetan here, and welcome to my channel Nature Design. And this is the terrarium. You might be knowing this one. This is Avatar Terrarium. Actually, this is Avatar Floating Mountains Terrarium, which I made approximately a year ago. And from that day itself, I haven't given any update on this one. This is doing well. You can see that the plants are doing really well in this terrarium, especially the nerve plant, that is Petunia, and the Ficus pimulia, the creeping fig, which is growing really well. It's growing over the mountains and also on the glass itself. It's stuck on the glass. The roots are properly stuck on the glass. I can show it to you. Just let me show you. See. So I just let me keep it. Okay. So this is really doing well, but the only thing that really mattered in this one was the floating mountains. I have planted some plants on the floating mountains, but those didn't even grew up. All the plants later on died, and that was the major problem over there. Even you can see the syngonium, it is there alive, although it's not grown too much because there was not that much light over there. And here you can see that Petunia is growing really well. The only problem in this terrarium was that the floating mountains, let me show you from it above. Here you can see that the floating mountains, there is not even a single plant or a moss left on it. So it wasn't getting appropriate water or the moisture it wanted. The plants were not doing well, so I decided to just make over this terrarium. I'm not going to make the same design. I'm going to just do some different landscape on this one. So I've decided to just remove all the things from here and just start up a new terrarium in the same tank. So let's do it. So we are going to remove each and everything from here. First we start with the mountains, the landscape, and the other ones. Although I'm not going to throw it this landscape because it's looking really good and it's still in a very good condition. So I will be using this hardscape in somewhere other build, but right now I have to remove it. I remove all the plants. Even I will be using these plants in my other builds. Now that the tank is clear, I'm going to add some more Leica clay balls down there just to heighten up the landscape, and I'm using the same mesh, the mosquito mesh, and some charcoal over it. And I haven't told you, but I'll be making a bonsai landscape on this one. And as you all know that the substrate, it consists of dry moss, that is dry sphagnum moss, cocoa peat and sand or soil, and I'll be needing more of this one. And I have decided to keep the landscape higher on the right side itself, because I'm going to plant a bonsai tree on the right side and it will be lower on the left side. For the hardscape purpose, I'm using dragon stones. You might see that I arranged the stones plenty of times over here, and I just again rearrange it again and again because I want something to be precisely the design which I have in my mind. So I just keep on changing the positions of the rock. The plant which I am going to use for today's build is this is Ficus microcarpa, and I'm going to tie the roots of the plant to a stone with the help of a nylon string, so that it should be firmly settled on one place and it should not be moving here and there. And after the roots are properly grown, it will settle itself, but right now it has to be tied to a stone. And after rearranging the hardscape plenty of times, I finally settled on one design, and it was confirmed that I'm not going to change this design, and I just settled on this one. So now I have confirmed with the design, although I'll be removing some stones from there, but still now this design is final. You can see that the tree is leaning from one side towards the other side, and it is really looking cool. Now with the help of my brush, I'm just cleaning the hardscape a bit. Wherever the substrate is on the stones, I want to clean it all. I have placed some crushed brick just next to the tree, and the reason for that is this. I'm going to plant some moss on it, and this is the Christmas moss which I have propagated at home. It took nearly about 2 months, and I'll be also making a video on how to propagate moss at home. So let's use this moss, just removing it, a bit of it, and I'm sure that it will regrow again, although it will take some time, but it will regrow again. Although the landscape was looking really cool, and still there was something missing over there. So what I've decided to just place some sand in between the rocks, and I'll be using aquarium sand, that is a natural stone sand over here. And I'm just spreading it all over the places with the help of the brush. Just a little bit more at the back. And spray some water on it. And that's it, guys. You might be thinking that why not springtails in this setup, but as you know that I have used the old soil or the old substrate in this build, so I don't think I do need to put some springtails over there, because there are many of springtails and isopods in the soil itself. So that's it, guys. This is how it looks. Please let me know in the comment box what do you think about it, and if you do like it, please give the video a thumbs up, and if you have any questions regarding this, you can just go ahead and comment me in the comment box, and I'll be happy to reply you all. So that's it for the day. See you next week. Bye bye, and